Welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello, I'm Kiki.
And I'm Matt.
Today, we're going to learn a little bit about poisonous birds. Now, Matt, I've only heard of poisonous reptiles, plants, and certain amphibians, but never birds. What other types of poisonous animals do you know about?
Oh, I know there's poisonous fish. So they have those puffer fish that they're a skinny little fish, and then you scare them and they go, and then they have spikes, and if you touch that, there's poison in it, and it will make you sick or maybe even die. And I know this because I've actually eaten some puffer fish.
You've eaten puffer fish?
Yeah, so in Japan, it's a specialty, and you have to go to a special restaurant that serves puffer fish, and the chef has to be very well trained in order to cut the fish so delicately that it can avoid the poison. The trick is, though, they want to get a little bit of the poison. So just a very small amount of the poison on the meat will give a tingling feeling when you're eating the meat. But too much and you could get sick and maybe even die. So they have to be very careful and very well trained in order to serve poisonous fish.
Whoa, that sounds like an adventure. And something really scary. For me, I would have to really trust that chef.
Oh, you should be braver. Like me, I'm not afraid of anything.
So you're not afraid of anything?
What would I be afraid of?
Are you afraid of snakes?
No.
No? What about reptiles? Other reptiles?
No way.
And frogs?
No.
What about a spider? We'll be right back.
We've all heard of poisonous snakes, frogs, and fish, but have you ever heard of a poisonous bird? If you haven't, it's likely because poisonous birds are relatively rare in the animal kingdom. In fact, scientists only began studying poisonous birds in the 1990s. Let's learn more about these interesting creatures. The pituhui is a bird that is found only in Papua New Guinea. It was the first bird that was confirmed to be poisonous. The discovery was made in 1992 after an American scientist felt burning in his hand from a pituhui scratch.
Hello everyone, today we're looking at part 1 of a brief introduction to poisonous birds. So an interesting thing that many of us don't know about, poisonous birds. So the article starts, we've all heard of poisonous snakes, frogs, and fish. But have you ever heard of a poisonous bird? Have you? Have you ever heard of a poisonous bird?
No, not at all. And usually when we think about birds, aside from predatory birds, you'd think a bird is really cute, not poisonous.
Some birds are cute.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I would think birds are always cute, but let's see. So if you haven't, it's likely because poisonous birds are relatively rare in the animal kingdom. Okay, so they are rare. So rare is an adjective, meaning a situation which does not occur or does not happen often. So in this case, the situation of having a poisonous bird is not something you can often or commonly find. It's something where there's very few of these, in this case, poisonous birds. So for example, the red diamond is quite rare and highly valuable. Okay.
So talking about these rare birds in the animal kingdom, here comes our second vocabulary word, which is kingdom, and it is a noun. Usually when we hear the word kingdom, you'll think about kings and queens and a land or a territory that is ruled by these royalties. For example, the Kingdom of Spain. But in this article, it is used in terms of biology. And it is a way to categorize natural objects or living things. So you can have an example sentence like, the plant kingdom includes all the plants, trees, flowers, and seeds that we see around us. So when we're talking in biology, you have the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and even the fungi kingdom.
Okay.
So continuing with our article, in fact, scientists only began studying poisonous birds in the 1990s. So that's not very long ago, Matt.
No, I'm surprised that, people must have, I don't know, I guess these birds haven't had much contact with people, or at least it wasn't known to science for very long.
I guess that's why they're so rare, right? Let's learn more about these interesting creatures.
So we have a word in here which is a creature. So a creature is an animal, but specifically a non-human animal. So when we talk about animals, humans are animals. Humans belong to the animal kingdom, as we just mentioned. So creatures would be a word that we'd use to talk about an undefined sort of animal that is not a human. So for example, the deep ocean is home to many strange creatures.
So a creature is something that is still not what we would typically think of as a living, or to describe a living thing. Like humans, we're human beings, right? But a creature is something more, maybe that still brings more mystery?
Yeah, it's more undefined. So, for example, we said these interesting creatures. So there are many interesting creatures. Or in the case of the example sentence, we said strange creatures. So often when using the word creatures, we'll use an adjective to describe what kind of creature. So a certain category maybe of a certain type of animals. The pitohui is a bird that is found only in Papua New Guinea. It was the first bird that was confirmed to be poisonous.
Oh, so the pitohui sounds really cute, but don't touch it.
It is the name is very cute, and I've seen the pictures of it. It looks like a cute bird, but maybe be careful because it is in fact poisonous, and that was confirmed.
So another one of our vocabulary words, which is confirm, and that is a verb. And it is to establish the truth about something, or to state that a report or a fact is true. So in this case, they were able to confirm that the pitohui is true that it is poisonous. So one of our example sentences is, please confirm that you will attend the party by replying to the email. So you're letting the person inviting you to the party know that, yes, I will come to your party, so I will confirm that I am coming. Continuing with our article, the discovery was made in 1992 after an American scientist felt burning in his hand from a pitohui scratch.
Okay. So you got pretty close to this bird to know that it, to let it actually scratch him, to get very close, and that's how they found out it's poisonous.
Right. So what a scratch is usually, a scratch can come from many different things. So when an animal scratches you, a cat uses their claws, they can scratch you. But sometimes if you're walking through the forest, if you're hiking, you can also get scratched by some plants or some things with thorns. And it's to give a little cut, right? Oh, sometimes it's a big cut too.
Okay, yeah. Usually a scratch is more of a thin, not so serious cut. Okay, so we're going to find out more about poisonous birds like the pitohui when we come back after the break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课文会带我们认识一些有毒的鸟类。大家应该都听说过毒蛇啊、毒蛙等等，可是你有听过毒鸟吗？如果没有的话，可能就是因为毒鸟在动物界里面相对的罕见。我们现在就来了解这些有趣的生物吧。首先，第一个登场的是灵蕨翁，它只存在于巴布亚纽几内亚，是第一种被证实为有毒的鸟类。那这个发现呢，是在1992年，当时有一名美国科学家被这种鸟类抓伤后，感到手部灼热。好，文中的 scratch 它可以指这个人或动物的这个抓或是抓痕。那么老师聊到说，走在森林里面可能会被植物的刺去刮到、割到。老师说的 thorn，T-H-O-R-N。thorn 就可以指这个植物的刺啊，或是棘刺。那么课文单字 rare 就是形容罕见的、稀有的。Kingdom 则是指王国或者是指界，像我们说这个动物界、植物界的界。好，再来 Kiki 老师这时候有用到 categorize 这个动词 ，C-A-T-E-G-O-R-I-Z-E。categorize 可以表达将什么分类。那它的名词是 category， 把 I-Z-E 改成 Y，category 表示类别、种类。好，下一个单词 creature 是指生物、动物。那么 confirm 是动词，它表示证实啊、证明或是确认的意思。好，接着回到课文中。
Upon further study of the pituhui and other such birds, scientists have discovered that poisonous birds are not actually able to make poison by themselves. Instead, the poison comes from the foods they eat, either insects or plants. After a bird eats a poisonous food, the poison spreads to its feathers, skin, and other body parts. The poison acts as a form of chemical defense. The bird itself is immune to the poison's effects. However, if another animal tries to attack a poisonous bird, a bad taste or sick feeling will make it think twice in the future.
Welcome back. So before the break, we were learning about the pituhui, a bird that is poisonous, and this was discovered when a scientist was scratched by one of the birds.
So let's continue and find out what further studies were made about this bird. Upon further study of the pituhui and other such birds, scientists have discovered that poisonous birds are not actually able to make poison by themselves.
Okay, so they're just borrowing poison from someone else.
Yeah, or the poison is coming from somewhere else.
Right.
So they aren't actually producing the poison themselves.
Instead, the poison comes from the foods they eat, either insects or plants. After a bird eats a poisonous food, the poison spreads to its feathers, skin, and other body parts.
So that's how they get the poison. They are not producing it, but because of what they eat, that's what
it spreads to all the parts of their body. Just like when I eat a lot of fatty foods, the fat spreads to all the parts of my body. Okay, so the poison will spread to the bird's feathers. So a feather is a long, thin object that's on the outside of a bird's body. And these cover the bird, and these are long and thin and have fibers on either side with a thicker or stronger stem in the middle. So you'll see, birds are covered in feathers, and just like how other animals are covered in fur. So for example, crows have black feathers.
So we know that birds come in all different types of beautiful colored feathers, right? So let's continue to find out more about the poison in these poisonous birds. The poison acts as a form of chemical defense. The bird itself is immune to the poison's effects.
Okay, so the bird can protect itself, defend itself by keeping attackers away, using this poison, and that it is immune. So if it's immune to this poison's effect, it means it's not affected in a negative way by the poison. This poison has no bad effect or doesn't do anything bad to the bird.
Yeah, the bird just doesn't feel it, but it will hurt its prey or attackers.
It's predators. Yes.
It's predators. So another one of our vocabulary words is chemical, which is an adjective. And chemicals are substances that are made up of two or more different types of natural substance. The chemical that we are most familiar with, and everybody knows this, is H2O, which is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, which is water. So an example sentence is, it's important to wear gloves when you handle chemical solutions because sometimes chemicals are dangerous to us. It might burn us. Different chemicals have different properties. So that is all part of chemistry.
Right. So continuing with the article, it says, however, if another animal tries to attack a poisonous bird, a bad taste or sick feeling will make it think twice in the future.
Oh, so because of what the bird eats, its feathers become poisonous. So if I was the bird's predator and I tried to bite at it, I would get sick and I would feel bad.
Okay.
And then I would learn my lesson and know not to eat this bird next time.
Right, that's a good point. So, you know what, I think the place where I had lunch yesterday, their food was poisonous because I took one bite and it tasted bad and I decided never to eat there again.
Oh, so I was thinking that you were going to say you got food poisoning, but
no,
it just turns out it was
bad
food.
taste. Just like they tried the pita hui one time, you're like, no good, never having that again.
Well, that's the end of today's part 1 of the brief introduction of poisonous birds. We will come back next time and find out more. See you next time.
Bye.
科学家在对林觉翁和其他这一类鸟类进一步研究之后，就发现有毒的鸟类并不能自己制造毒素，毒素其实是来自它们所吃的食物，不是昆虫就是植物。那在鸟儿吃了有毒的食物之后，毒素会扩散到羽毛、皮肤和其他身体部位。那这种毒就是一种化学防御的形式，它们本身对这个毒素效果是免疫的。可是如果别的动物试图要攻击它们，就会有出现难吃或是恶心的感觉。那以后它们就不敢轻举妄动，不敢轻易的攻击这些鸟类了。好，单字 feather。它表示羽毛。Matt 老师在解释时用到 fiber F-I-B-E-R， 它可以指纤维，也可以指食物纤维。下一个单字 chemical， 它是形容化学的、化学反应的，也可以当名词来指化学药剂。这时候 Kiki 老师他有提到 hydrogen， 那就是氢或是氢气，还有提到 oxygen， 就是氧或是氧气。好，这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 upon 或是 on 加名词或动名词，逗号，主词加动词。那这样是表达说在什么之后立即怎么样，一怎么样就怎么样。其中的 upon 或是 on 是当介系词，后面可以接名词或动名词。特别注意，在使用动名词的时候，这个动作的主词必须跟子句的主词是相同，要一样的对象哦。看2个例句 ：Upon arrival, he checked into the hotel. 他一抵达就去办理饭店住房手续。On hearing the news, Haley began to cry. Haley 一听到消息就开始哭了。那例句里面 on 后面是接动名词 hearing， 那这个动作的主词就是 Haley， 跟主要子句的主词是同一人。好，第2个重点是 if 引导条件句。那么 if 引导条件的副词子句时，是用来表示现在或未来可能发生的情况。指未来情况时，我们 if 子句里面的动词记得要用现在式来取代未来式哦。好，那句型就是 if 主词加动词，逗号，主词加上 will、may 或是 can， 再加原形动词。例如 If it rains tomorrow, we will go to the movies instead. 如果明天下雨，我们将会改去看电影。另外，主要子句也可以用祈使句表达，那常常会用来表示建议或是给予指示，所以它的句型就是 if 主词加动词，逗号，祈使句。例如 If you like this post, share it with your friends. 如果你喜欢这则贴文，请分享给你的朋友们。好，那第3个重点是 make 加受词加原形动词是表达使什么做某事，动词 make 在这边是表达致使或是让点点点。举例来说 ，Listening to music makes me feel relaxed. 听音乐让我感到放松。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
We've all heard of poisonous snakes, frogs, and fish, but have you ever heard of a poisonous bird? If you haven't, it's likely because poisonous birds are relatively rare in the animal kingdom. In fact, scientists only began studying poisonous birds in the 1990s. Let's learn more about these interesting creatures. The pituhui is a bird that is found only in Papua New Guinea. It was the first bird that was confirmed to be poisonous. The discovery was made in 1992 after an American scientist felt burning in his hand from a pituhui scratch. Upon further study of the pituhui and other such birds, scientists have discovered that poisonous birds are not actually able to make poison by themselves. Instead, the poison comes from the foods they eat, either insects or plants. After a bird eats a poisonous food, the poison spreads to its feathers, skin, and other body parts. The poison acts as a form of chemical defense. The bird itself is immune to the poison's effects. However, if another animal tries to attack a poisonous bird, a bad taste or sick feeling will make it think twice in the future.
Not even one mic? Seriously? Not even one mic yet?
It was so good. And the
Not even
dressing
one
was
mic?
amazing. And my friend actually ordered the pizza, and that was delicious.
It's been like an hour. Seriously? Not even a like?
Hey, why do you keep checking your phone?
No.
Hey, are you okay? What's going on?
Ah, my phone is dying.
Hi everyone, I am Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're going to introduce a new word called nomophobia.
Okay, what is nomophobia?
Nomophobia means no mobile phone phobia. A phobia is a kind of fear, and nomophobia is the irrational fear of being without a mobile phone or smartphone.
Oh no, do I have nomophobia? I mean, running out of battery on my phone would definitely scare me.
Yes, so you might have it. So if you have the fear of something, you can say, I have a phobia about or of something.
Ah, okay, well, do you have any kind of phobia?
I have a phobia of heights.
Oh, so instead of saying phobia of heights, you could also say acrophobia, because acro means like the top or high. So acrophobia means the fear of heights.
Exactly. Okay, well, let's look at some words with the root phobia.
Okay.
For example, aquaphobia. Aqua means water, like Aquaman.
Yeah.
So a fear of water is called aquaphobia.
Okay. Thanks for explaining. I need to go charge my phone. See you later.
And that's it for today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.